So, just spent 3 days in a virtual conference with other funnel hackers. Been procrastinating, putting off starting a podcast, and I just have to start talking. I wanted to do video, have the makeup and hair and everything done right, but I'm getting so many nuggets coming to me while I'm walking Tessa, I just want to record it. So, this conference, I thought I was going to learn a lot more about funnels, which I learned about funnels, but I had a bigger takeaway. I realized that whatever business one chooses to do, it's about serving. It's about being the best in what you can do to make a difference for many. And so as I thought about the various things that I've wanted to do, I wanted to write children's books about deep concepts, but at a watered down level so that, even a 10-year-old could understand. And these would be lessons that they would be able to use in life that most of us don't learn until we're in our 40s or 50s. Still can serve us, but think of the power of the youth if they could have inspirational nuggets and not just all the chaos that they see on social media. That's one thing I want to do. Big goal. Want to have an animal sanctuary with no cages, different ones throughout the world. But I also want to create some way that shelters can bring in income so they don't have to just depend on volunteers and charitable contributions, which is great. But a lot of these shelters suffer because there aren't a lot of volunteers. As we see with COVID, even if you wanted to volunteer, you couldn't go. And I know the shelter that Naya and I used to volunteer at, luckily people stepped up and every animal was fostered during the pandemic. So that's a far away goal, but you need money to do that. So what is something that I've struggled with for years? I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. And every time I turn around, other than when I was trying to open up a Montessori daycare center, failed at that. Oh, by the way, this podcast is called Failures Are Your Lessons. And that's going to be if there's no other podcast with that title. But for right now, that's what's on the top of my brain. I want a podcast to talk about failures because I realize not only have I failed multiple times over the last 20 years at trying to start a business, almost every time I dabbled in network marketing. Now, many of you will say, yeah, that network marketing stuff, that doesn't work. That's a scam, da-da-da-da-da. And unfortunately, it's because you have false beliefs about this business platform that has made tons of money for many people, freed them from their jobs, gotten them to retire early. But because you had a bad experience, you have formed a belief about network marketing. And then when someone comes to you, product could be amazing and awesome, you immediately shut down. You don't want to hear about it. A wall comes up and you're done. You don't want any parts of it because it's that network marketing stuff. So I started to think, I'm sick and tired of, number one, people thinking this stuff is a pyramid scheme. But you're going to think what you want. But the bigger issue is every time had a problem with talking to people. I don't want to talk to people. And I really don't want to sell anything to anyone. Okay? But I joined these companies, great products, didn't want to talk to people, didn't hold parties, failure. I didn't do the work. Now, when I said I would never say never, join another network company, the company I'm with, I had to join. Why, Michelle? Why did you have to join? Because the products changed my life. I've been fighting with fibromyalgia, IBS, not to get all personal, but things I just have struggled with for over, 15, 16 years. And the products that I'm using have really helped me. And I said, you know what? I gotta let people know about this. Now, I've gone through a divorce and I had kind of given up on the whole entrepreneur thing because I'm like, well, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm blessed to have a job, but I'm gonna be stuck working until I'm 85 because, half my retirement was given in the divorce proceedings. And I just kind of felt like, well, we're not gonna get into that now. But here's the deal. I wanted people to know about the product that helped me because I know that many people suffer with chronic pain and I knew that they could benefit from it. But guess what? I got over the fact of wanting to talk to people because guess what? I started using social media, instant messenger, and I was talking to people and I was excited to tell them. Failure. Nobody cared. So 6 years ago, I wrote a book called Be a Share Marketer. Now, this concept, and I probably need to work on my voice. I probably sound monotone, but I wish you could see my face, but I'm looking crazy right now. No, I'll show it to you. I don't know how to change it. Well, the video's already going. Okay, but here's the deal. We'll just look at the surrounding neighborhood. We'll look at the sky. I wrote this book, about share marketing, which is a concept I'm not going to go into right now, but basically, I wrote it because I struggled with the whole concept of reaching out to people, and I wanted to find another way. Fast forward to me learning about funnels, and I'm not going to go into that here either, but the Russell Brunson, who created funnels, actually said he was involved in network marketing, and he was not good on one-to-one sales. He wanted to deal with the one-to-many. That sounded familiar. And then he came up with a system that would allow him to share his product or service via these funnels. And I think within 14 days of using a funnel, he won the Ferrari or Corvette or something of that company. He became the top earner in that company. So all these stories are going on in my brain. And this weekend, one of the questions was, who are you trying to help? What is your purpose on earth? No, that's not it. That's a little too big. The question, who are you trying to help and serve? And I was out here walking Tessa, and I realized the constant frustration I feel is people are stuck in a job just over broke. Most don't like what they do. If you do love what you do for a living, bravo, kudos. Many don't. And I feel like, me included, even though money is good and you have a good living, I feel there's more to life, and I feel there's a lot of wasting away of potential and creativity, and we've almost become drones. We just, day in, day out, go to the job, get the paycheck, repeat. Day in, day out, go to the job, repeat, repeat, repeat. And on the inside, for me, and if you're an entrepreneur, that is freaking painful because you have so much inside of you. There's change you want to bring, but guess what? Because of failure after failure after failure, you kind of lose your fire. So that said, I wanted to create a podcast that would reach people with inspiration and encouragement through stories of failures and how people use them as lessons. Now, I don't know much about podcasting. I had to figure out a way how people can call in or however this stuff works. See, that's how green I am to this. I don't freaking know how it works. But I want people to call in. I want them to be able to share what's happened. And even if they haven't turned around, maybe they just need inspiration or encouragement. On my desk at work, if you come into the workplace, my desk is the one full of pictures of my pets, my daughter, positive quotes, nature, greenery. It's just like, I'm just going to say it's like a beam of light. It's different than all the other desks because I don't care what other people think. I have to encourage me. There's no one else to, so I have to encourage me. And I think there's a lot of people in that boat, and I want to, Tessa, be an encourager, and I want to be an inspirer. So the podcast, through people sharing their failures, tied up into lessons and just kind of sealed with a bow of inspiration and encouragement, is what I want this podcast to be. Now, on the other side, what I'm going to put all of my effort into, and basically, not to be selfish, but the podcast is going to be, for me, it's very therapeutic to hopefully share a message that helps people, because that helps me. But I want to help network marketers, number one, be successful in the new ways of doing things, using technology. If the COVID-19 has shown us anything, the power of using the internet to conduct business. I mean, for a while there, that's the only way people were surviving. I want to teach network marketers how to reach out and get their product, service, and opportunity out there and get free. You know, maybe they do love their job, but they want extra money to pay for their child to go through school. Maybe they want the extra money to, maybe they, again, love what they do and they want the extra money to do something else. Whatever the reason, I want network marketers to have freaking success in the business that they've signed up for. And I want to teach them how to use funnels, how to do that. And I plan on being so damn good at it that I will be on stage at companies sharing. I don't know what that is. I will be on stage at companies sharing how the people in the crowd, the other network marketers, can utilize funnels to grow their business. And last but not least, I also want to be an inspiration to those who are stuck in a JOB, who don't know anything about being an entrepreneur, want to make money online. Maybe they lost their job through the pandemic, maybe they were laid off, whatever happened, furloughed, and they were like, wow, this is reality. Working from home, I got to figure out a way. I'm hoping to reach those people with the success stories that I have to show them that there is another way. So that said, I am going to sign off. This was my first official podcast. I know I'll probably come back and laugh at this one day. No, I'm not, because you know what? I failed so many times. One of the biggest things that you can do is take a step forward and do something. Take action. It builds momentum. And that is what I'm doing. So Michelle, I will pat myself on the back, but I can't right now because the phone's in one hand and I'm holding the leash with the other. Tessa, I'm gonna let you go. We're home. I'm gonna pat myself, okay? And I don't know how to turn it around to show my face, but thank you all for listening. Again, I hope that the title, Failures Are Your Lessons, is available so that that can be the name of this podcast. All right, bye-bye. Oh, keep your head up, keep moving forward.